Buongiorno. Good morning. Hello. I don't know how long I'm going to be going for, because it is technically kind of late, even though it's not really late for me, because my sleep schedule is completely fucked, but might as well draw while I'm here. Yeah. Bouncy. Puff. I originally had it so, like, it was even bouncier, like, when I, like, moved my head up like that, the pigtails would, like, go out. It was very cute, but it was, I think, a little bit too distracting. I'm wondering, should I move that over a bit? I think I should. Hang on a second. Oh, ba-da-bum-bum. Bum, ba-da-ba-dum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum. Okay, hang on now. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Hello, Alice. So puff. So floof. My setup is a little bit different here too, so I can like accommodate getting used to the way the model moves. So some of my windows are weird, and you'll have to let me know if things don't look right. Also, tell me how the volume levels are.
Yes, you and I are friends now.
Oh my god! Thank you so much, Fairhaven. Wow! Oh man, you've done an evil thing gifting me Apico, because that was 5 hours of my life that I'm just never gonna get back. And maybe even another 5 more hours. We shall see. How's everybody doing? I've got a little beanie right here next to me asleep. Having a little snooze. Trying to figure out where I put my cup. How was it? I swung by 6 a.m. so I passed straight the hell out again. It was fun. It was cute, though I know it's one of those traps where like it's an inventory management game, and it's machines to make machines to make machines, which is my least favorite conceptually. Because it just feels like I'm working. But it was cute, so I didn't mind it. Like, it had a lot of charm, for sure. The writing was very cute. And a lot of what I was doing was just set up. Now, this music is a little overwhelming at the moment. Hang on. Get out of here. Yeah! The model turned out so cute. I am so happy. I'm so proud of myself. Hee hee, ha ha, hoo hoo. Hee hee, ha ha, hoo hoo. I can show off the whole thing for people who weren't here earlier, last stream when I did it. She still looks a little funky. She still needs some tweaking, but for the most part, dude, the fucking nails. I went crazy. I didn't give a shit. And I got my important stars. These are backwards because I have the version that you're looking at right now is flipped, but the stars are important. My first wound. The first time Stardust was gifted to the world. And yeah, I got a little bit of schmoove, and I can hang on. I'm zooming. Whoa. 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 I can do this. Pathetic. And I wanted it to be très bouncy. Sticker stars? No, they're scars. Shoulder tilt too fancy. Yeah, it needs a little bit of tweaking, but I mostly just wanted to get it done. Woo! Hang on, I can't read your name. What the hell? Why can't I read that? Death Fan! Oh, Death FNAF! Oh no. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. Chain from the shawl, the collar goes under the shawl? Yeah! I was also gonna add, like, more extreme rigging onto that part of the thing, but I couldn't get it to fucking work, and it was too much of a headache to frig around with at the time. There's lots of little fixes, but I think overall, my motto for this was simpler the better. Don't waste time fucking around with it. So, that's what I did. I didn't waste time, and I'm happy with how it's turned out so far. The stars, they're important because that's basically where... How do I describe this? All the various things that are wrong with my body and fucked up, a lot of it started because of problems I had with my leg when I was, like, a toddler, and so I have scars there from different procedures that I've had done. And it, growing up, I was always, like, pretty insecure about it, but I've basically owned them over the years, so I decided to make it an important thing. I was gonna do that, I'm probably gonna do that more so with my next model, is have various parts of the anatomy kind of reflect more of, like, my real life bodily existence in a way, but for now, I thought this was fine. So yeah. I'm all backwards, it's hard to see what I'm doing. Okay. The accursed knee, indeed. There'd be stars on the shoulders too, like the other model. If I do add stars on the next one, it's gonna be on the right shoulder. Does this one also have the default face? Oh, we're hopping over here. What? Why are you so small? Oh, is it because I did that? Hang on now, gang. I fix. For you, I fix. Poke you over here. Put you here. I'm not angry. It's just my RBF. Au natural. Hang on. Can I do it just enough that it's like that, maybe? I want it to be... hang on. Mimo, mimo, mimo. Transform. No. We're gonna be here a minute. Meow, meow, meow,
Be bold.
You're right. Hurrah. No. Well, okay. That's gotta be good enough for now. Otherwise I'm gonna be freaking around with it. Slowly becomes the model piece by piece until they become one, and Oz enters the VTuber sphere. I think the next one I'm gonna make is just like, I don't know. I don't even know. I might do like, I did mention the idea of doing like a Frankenstein themed one, because that's literally how it feels. Okay, that should be fine. 7 hours, oh my god. Enjoy your flight, enjoy your con, stay safe. Have a good sleep. Life cycle of a Digimon? Who says I don't? Who says I don't already have one? Come on. I need to see what kind of brush I'm using here. Why are you locked? You should not be locked. Hang on just a minute here. I'm trying to find what brush I'm using. I'm using Sai. I want it to be fancy. This one's not bad. Let me know what I'm looking for, though. You know what? Frig it. Let's go with this. You won't have a good sleep? I cast good sleep on you anyway. Too bad. I said so. I did start as an egg. You see Togepi? That me. That me. Maybe I don't want to use this brush. Hang on. This might be it. What about you? You any better? No. No. Wish. That's probably... No. Oh. That's too much fucking around, I think. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I'm a Pokemon? Yeah. Hello, King. Maybe I should combine these layers. Yeah, that feels like a combine these layers kind of thing. It's early morning, Oz. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. I can hear the beautiful birds outside tweeting, tweeting. Chirpy, chirpy, tweet, tweet. Why the late night, early morning stream? Mostly just because my sleep schedule's fucked up. This, for those of you who are regulars, you will notice this tends to kind of happen. My circadian rhythm's fucked up such that I'll be like half normal for like a few weeks, and then I'll just be completely out of whack for much longer. And then it just kind of does it again. Now, why that hat not working right? Hang on now. Oh, you. Oh, it's real morning. Yeah. Yeah, crepuscular being. Those are some good emotes. I like the fourth one. I don't know if I want that there. Maybe. Like a little accent here. No, which one is it? You. Rawr. Rawr. I should zoom out more. Crepuscle the muscle. It's just like a sun with two, like, really, really ripped arms. Him lifting weights is going from, like, one end of the horizon to the other. Oh, that's not the shirt, that's the fucking necklace line. Wahi, silly me. Hello, Ralphbat. I don't know what the hell that thing looks like. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Look at all this mess. I'm gonna clean all that up. What a mess. A sea mussel? A sand dollar. Just a little sea star. Like a hyper, like, photorealistic sea star, like, whenever they, like, zoom in on Patrick in SpongeBob. You see all, like, the little pores and feelers and stuff. All the teeth. Nah, this is probably as close as we're gonna get to a summer model for me. Real Google eyes? Yeah. I'd considered making, like, a little, like, chibi-fied version of my star that can actually, like, rig into live 2D and, like, turn and stuff and speak properly. But I realized that might be harder than I thought because of the way that, like, the star is designed with, like, the edges and stuff on it that I have. But I might simplify it. I don't know. We got options. It's all whatever. What's up, Sneeby? Trying to get comfy? Yeah. It's not so hot today? Woohoo! It's gonna be real nice out for me. Cultural touchstone for people. I wonder how much of that will translate to the current gen. All of it. Like, you gotta think about the amount of just things and phrases and just ideas that we say on an average day that is lost entirely on people who are, like, 10 years older than me. Aram didn't grow up with SpongeBob, so a lot of the time when we make SpongeBob jokes, he knows they're SpongeBob jokes, and he can, like, get the humor of it, but he won't be the one to make the jokes. So, like, it's already a touchstone of millennial humor. There will be people in 100 years saying fui fui. Maybe not 100, but in, like, 60 to 80 years, there will be old people saying fui fui. You forgot to put your mascara on. That's okay. I find mascara is, like, a really good deterrent for me to remind me not to rub my eyes, because I always be rubbing my eyes. I need that sensory reset. And then when I'm wearing mascara, I'm like, wait, no. Screech. Culture's moving so fast these days, but consider that SpongeBob is still relevant. People who aren't our generation, people who are, like, younger, still say SpongeBob things because, you know, they still have access to the memes. And they can go online whenever they want and be like, SpongeBob Season 2, Episode 4. Super hated SpongeBob, so it wasn't allowed in the house. A lot of people's parents didn't like SpongeBob, probably for, like, half-decent reasons. It was pretty absurdist and, like, disgusto at certain seasons. It was mostly harmless, but it was, like, stupid harmless, so if there were some, like, parents who were, like, hyper-intellectual type of people thought that it would rot their kid's brain, I kinda get it. I wouldn't call it the Coco Melon of its time, but it, I certainly don't know if it made kids smarter. It made them funnier. Old Newgrounds cartoons, yeah. It wasn't the age for me, it was because he was a sponge. Do you not like sponges? I don't get it. Oh, your trypophobia, yeah. Annoyed by his voice? Oh yeah, that's the point. If SpongeBob annoys you, that means he's being true to his character, and his character is correct. If if I remember correctly, Tom Kenny said that the SpongeBob voice was actually a voice that he did for, like, Christmas elves and stuff around the holidays. And that was pretty much what he auditioned for. Or auditioned with, sorry. Discord calls, quoting team forums. I know what you're trying to say. I'm trying to read it. It's not happening. I didn't actually watch Team 4-Star stuff because I didn't have the internet when that was, like, around. But will kids actually watch those episodes? I think there might be people who, like, people my age, when they start to have kids who become age appropriate for SpongeBob, they'll put that on for them. Whoa, whoa, why are you doing that? Whoa, scary. Why are you spelling SpongeBob with a U? Bob L'éponge. Hearing James and Jared quote code meant while playing Night Range sure is a thing. Yeah, yeah it is. The only thing my mom didn't want me watching was MatPat Game Theory. Whoa. Sad the Codeman guy fell off. That's such is the cycle. You skate or you die. Right, that shoulder piece thing. It's funny, I'm not the quotes things perfectly kind of autistic. I'm the needlessly sorts and organizes things in like conceptual boxes kind of autistic. So that's why I was always really keen on Pokemon and typings and stuff like that, and like themings for characters and elements. But I couldn't sit down and like quote fucking episodes of shit at you, just the funny bits. Why are you bouncing? I'm not doing nothing. It's actually gonna stay in here. How many hours does a VTuber model take? It depends entirely. First you have your art, which can take any amount of hours, and then there's the rigging itself. If it's a hyper-detailed model with lots of little dangly bits and lots of things that are going to be moving separate from one another, then it's going to take longer. And then depending on what sort of style and
like, complexity the actual character design has with the art, like, you're looking at many, many hours. Most people who make VTubers are undercharging. They are not charging their clients enough. And this is also why you see a lot of people only doing the art or only doing the rigging and working in teams. Because it's a lot of fucking work. I also really like how accessible the Live 2D community makes Live 2D, because if you need a tutorial for something, it's out there. You just gotta look it up on YouTube or on like VGen or something. They're basically doing excellent work to make it as accessible as possible because so many people want to get into the industry, which is really cool. I love to see fellow artists helping each other out. The people that I used when I was setting up my models, I'm gonna get some of these names wrong. Cilia Virus Live 2D, Yoshino Art, Faffy, I think? Faffy? They have one, like, it's like a whole, like, it's like a read more, like a big post or whatever, where it shows you like all the basics of cutting down models and stuff. Who else did I look at? I think Fairy Sammy might have had a couple of tutorials. And then just looking at tons and tons of Live 2D showcases. Those are really helpful for seeing what you do and don't want to implement in the models you're making. Made me realize I've been using the Old English variant of sponge my entire life where it's spelt with a U. I'm now faced with the decision of changing a spelling I've used for my whole life. Well, it's up to you. I worked so long on rigging Vixen, very impressive. That's because Vixen is, like, insanely detailed. The amount of little bips and bops and just, little fucking, decorations and accessories and stuff on her design, it's kind of crazy. And most VTuber models do tend to be a little bit over-designed just because they're the one thing you're going to be looking at. They don't need to be simplified like character designs for animation or anything. That's why you see people with VTuber rigs that have, like, ungodly amounts of ruffles or, like, 5 different types of animal ears they can swap between and all that sort of stuff. Or people with, like, hyper-realistic, like, water motions on their model. That shit's crazy. She's got so many... Those chains, bro. The hardest part of her model is, these chains on her glasses. The ones that, like, sit on her shoulders. Because you need to be able to anchor them in multiple places, and the head as the anchor point also moves on its own. So it was a fucking fight. It was like pulling teeth to try and get that to work right. Big sippy cookie. This model then, for hours, so here's the thing. This design is actually, I will show you a secret. I will show you L secrets. Because I kind of don't care at this point. So, this design, let it load. No, it's not derailing at all. I mean, I've got nothing else to do while I draw, so I don't mind taking a minute to, like, talk about things that are relevant to what I'm doing. Where? What button? What button? Hang on. Here we go. So, that's wrong. Okay, cool. This model I'm using right now is technically a simplified version of the model that I was trying to make. The outfit is different, but the bare bones of the design are more or less the same. The thing was, it was taking me too much time and too much indecision to figure out how I wanted to render the model, and I also realized that it had certain things about it that I'm not skilled enough to know how to rig yet, so if I stuck to that design, it would have taken me even longer than what I'd want. So what I had drawn of it, probably around like 20 to 30 hours worth of art, and about 10 of that was indecision, honestly, because of the amount of variations in color and stuff that I went through. I sat down with Savvy and Yam separately, like, it's throwing like dozens of different color options at them, like, what do you think, blah blah blah, which one looks better, and they helped me with that. So about 20 to 30 hours for the base design. Hello? What the fuck? Okay, hang on. Give me a sec. Transform, edit, transform, resets. There we go. Let's just make this 0 for now, just so you can see it. So this was the design I had. It was, I was going for like one of those, like, sort of like space suit looking dress, like almost like a 50s dress with the weird little like these things here, and they were going to be like neon sort of colors that would glow, and I couldn't figure out exactly how I wanted to render this because it was supposed to be like iridescent, and I'd done a whole bunch of different like gradient filters and everything on it, and you can still see some of the bones of it like down here, but it was too much fucking work. So instead I hopped over to this version and I just simplified it, put on like a real person outfit, and then the actual rigging for it I managed to get done in like 3 to 5 days. So about like let's say 6 hours, so like 6 by 5, so about 30 hours again, roughly. So it's a lot of work. It's like at least 50 hours for this one that I'm using right now, which sounds fucking crazy because it's so simple, but that's what happens. Sci-fi magical girl. Yeah, that's basically what I was going for. Teal is a good color. Do you intend to switch between the two depending on what pronoun you feel like? Charlotte and Jonathan, Portrait of Ruin? I might. I don't know. Gender and pronoun is kind of weird for me because I don't think it's like on a daily basis like that or like a momentary basis. It's kind of like a span of like months. It's kind of like seasons for me. So maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We will see. I would want to fully upgrade base Cosmo too. Hi, Sneeby. What you doing? Big stretch. I need to give base Cosmo legs. So you have a full body reference of your other model? You mean like the normal one I use with the star sweater? Not a full reference, no. I had a couple streams where I would just like doodle a picture of it, and I told people to take screen caps. What are you doing now? No, you don't need to be up there. I know you don't need to be up there. There's nothing for you. And you don't want to sit on your little boxes. Yeah, come over here. Hi, Sneeby. Don't eat that. No! He wants me to shut the fuck up. He's like, I was sleeping, and then you started yapping.
him a little sippy sip, probably. Ah. Good night, Axolotl. Good luck on your sleep. Total control of his kingdom. Oh, he has total control. I am merely his vizier, who tells him what he should and shouldn't want. I would never betray him. Never, never. You expect me to betray him the whole season, and then at the end of, like, season 3, I actually end up dying to save his life in a heroic way, and, like, nobody expects it. They're expecting me to do some fuck shit at the end, but instead I become, like, the most goated character. Nobody truly knows the depths of my devotion, etc., etc. That's awesome. Please don't die. Nah, don't worry. I'm gonna live forever. Is this also Cosmo, or does this model have a different name? I think this can be Cosmo as well. I think, like, no matter what, Cosmo works for just, like, any model I have, most likely. I was thinking Zoe, because it's, like, it's got the OZ, but, like, it's swapped. I don't know. And Zoe means, like, bright and shining, I think, so. Full of stars and nebula. That's what I was thinking for the underside of this model. Her skirt has, like, the Rosalina vacuum. What are you looking at me for? What are you looking at? Sniffing? No, not Zaz. No. No Zaz. He snoof. I'm making a fool mistake of doing, like, slight detail rendering on this while not having the reference pictures up. I'm trying to be sneaky. Trying to be lazy, I guess. My precious Power Ranger. Yeah, that's a Power Rangers villain. This isn't my villain form. I do have a villain form planned. In 99 billion years when I get around to it. Dude, his hair's gonna look so beautiful. Come to my salon. Sit down in my chair. Sweet young man, Cal. Cal Euphoria. I give you beautiful hair design. Manicure, pedicure, hairicure. I like how somber this song is. But only when I'm in the mood to hear it. When I'm not, I'm like, this makes me sad. I don't want to listen to this. I'm a big cigar person. Is there a tobacco culture in New Finney? Well, I don't know what a New Finney is. But in Newfoundland, our tobacco culture is that, we're dirty smokers.
I don't think we're cigar people at all. We're not nearly refined or, like, pretend to be refined enough to know about that shit. But most people who still smoke are, like... It sounds bad, but it's true. It's mostly lower class people who you would refer to as skeets. I know vaping has been, like, a big fucking thing now, too, especially, which sucks. But no, drinking is the thing here. We're Irish, so that's what happens. Oh. Oh, that's his ear. It goes all the way up there. Wow, okay. Big ol' fucking ears. Get them big ol' ears out of the caption. Is it beer the big thing, and then is it all booze? It's all booze, technically. Mostly beers, and, do we do whiskey? I think we do whiskey. Rum and beer, There's some wine and stuff. We have a lot of local breweries. That's especially, like, a big part of, like, the tourism industry. But for the most part, people do beer because it's, you know, lower class. It's also one of the contributing factors as to why Newfoundland is, has the highest level of obesity in all of Canada. That and, you know, that we're poor as shit. The big thing here is Pepsi! Tin of Pepsi! Pepsi beat Coke there, only because it's easier to get, because we literally have a Pepsi bottling plant in the middle of town. So we are a Pepsi town, and therefore it's, like, the easier thing to buy. And it is very, very common to see, like, little old ladies in the grocery store with, like, big, huge things of, like, just, like, the big 24 packs of Pepsi, but, like, they'll have, like, 4 or 5 of them in their cart. And they'll just, they drink it like water. It's crazy. Oh, shit. You guys should warn me when that's too far over. I can't tell. Hang on. Let me fix it a bit. What? Hello? Let's listen to that. My melancholy music. Give me that back. Pepsi. Give us a Pepsi, la. Somebody in chat yesterday brought up the various Newfie pet names and stuff that are out there, and I forgot to mention one of my favorites. It's a rare drop. It's a fucking SSR pull. But when you hear it, it's the best one, and it is most commonly used for young boys, so like a grandson. You can occasionally say it to like a young girl, or like an adult young man, but usually it's for like little boys under 10. And it's me dicky bird. Go on, sit at the table, me dicky bird. Have some lunch. Now that's Irish. Oh, yeah. Ducky, Dolly, me trout, move over. There's a new contender in town. I don't know what's going on at this part here. Should figure that out before I do too much rendering inside that section. Or else we're gonna be in Trouble Town. Trouble Town. That joke didn't land very well. It had too much speed and it didn't have a very sure footing for the landing. I'll let you take it back and pretend we didn't see it. We are at a state in the world, though, where I will walk down the street and see two kids who are like, I don't know, 10 to 15, and then just like, out of nowhere hear one of them go, Deku! Deku! And then I have to sit there and pretend that I'm normal. I have to let them think I don't know what the fuck they're doing. One of my coworkers at the program I was in, his favorite character, his comfort character was Deku. And so he would get brought up a lot in conversation because everybody there was nerds. And our supervisor wasn't into like all the anime and games and stuff, so she had no idea what this was. And after like a month and a half of her being our supervisor, she's like, okay guys, I have a question. What is Deku? And they all lost their fucking shit, and I had to calmly explain. It is the main character of this person's favorite show. That's pretty much the basis of it. And she was like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Deku Link from Majora's Mask? No, we're past that era, unfortunately. Oh, jeez, you guys. What is a Deku? Oh, jeepers. Oh, cripes. And probably Nintendo. They don't give a shit about that game. They don't give a fuck. They re-released it, but that was about it. They don't give it any more fanfare than half the other fucking Zelda games out there. They don't give a shit. And I kind of like it that way, because then they can't really ruin it. Do I hear a Sneeby? Up to nonsense? Gee willikers. Good grief. Yada yada. They can't release it for $80 on the Nintendo Switch 2? They can. But they don't care about it. enough to do anything, like, new with it. They just keep reusing its dead body. They aren't doing any archaeology and hauling out the body and being like, what did this do in life, and how can we learn from it?
Now that your body's lying next to me, now that the world is resting at our feet,
I should save.
now that the silence in the night is clear,
Gang! I gotta bring this over.
with me, lover dear.
I gotta bring this over or else I'm gonna keep doing this.
Now that the dawn is resting on her back,
Okay.
now let your body and your mind fall slack. Now that the waking of the world is clear, now that you're laying with me, lover dear. Don't wait,
They said Tears of the Kingdom was going to be the Majora's Mask to Breath of the Wild.
don't wait,
If by they you mean some fans who were wrong, yes.
don't wake me,
This is Don't Wake Me by the Family Crest.
don't
Yes,
wake
maybe.
me, don't wake me, don't wake me, don't wake me, don't
Sneaky.
wake me.
Sneevy, what are you doing? Oh. Hey. Psst, 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 psst. Psst, 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 psst. He's playing. He's playing with me. Get up here, Sneevy. No? No? Oh.
Al, don't meow sadly at me while this song is playing. It's gonna fuck me up.
Buddy. Hey. Come up here. Come up and lie down.
Don't wake me. Don't wake me. Don't wake.
What are you doing?
Don't wake me.
I have this song in my my Ambrose and Dorothy playlist because this band, their music it's just like it's been written for it, and I'm like, oh. Fatal combo, yeah. Kitty cat and sad loving music. Literally, sometimes, like, I'll see Al just, like, sleeping there or chilling or doing something, and there's, like, sad music playing, and I'm like,
Are you itchy, sir? Are we itchy? We should not be itchy. Big sippy? Hang on. I will take this
Now that your
moment
body's lying
to go
next
and tend to the boy while I get more sippy.
Now that the world is sleeping at our feet. Now that the waking of our hearts is clear. Now that you're laying with me, lover dear. Now that our time sways against the dawn. Now that our heartbeats echo on and on. Now that the waking of the world is clear, now that you're laying with me, lover dear.
Okay. Al, I just gave you a smush. Oh wow. Big Ol is up very early. Yeah. He's nocturnal. Actually, he's up very late, technically. Bubba, come up. No. He probably just wants me to go to bed. Meow! Come up, have a brush. Yeah, that what you want? Here. It's brush baby time. Hang on. I got my big sippy, by the way. Alright, Al. You're gonna be good. I'm gonna take my headphones off so I can hear if he's growling at me. Kiss, Alucard. Get your butt out of my face. Meow, 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 meow. need your other brush. Here, sit. Ooh, careful. Careful. Okay. Are we done? I think we're done. Oh, grumble. Alright, you have to come back and get your collar eventually, though. I can't have you running around completely naked. I look over at him and he's like... Oh, wow. Itchy. Okay, let me see what references I have here. This guy. What do you mean? Are you actually upset? What? I'm gonna go put him in a little bed and see if I can trick him into calming down. Come in. Bro, I got attacked by a scary looking bug. Posture check. Oh. No, I wasn't attacked. I got teched. He used techniques on me. I think it had like silk or something that it propelled down from, and I wasn't expecting it.
Bug jutsu? Mushi no jutsu, yeah. Okay, so it's like... Next time Raph is around, I'm probably gonna ask them to get me the name of whatever this glamour is, so I can draw it more accurately. Whatever armor this is. No, bug. I'm so glad we have bug nets, but I'm also glad that bugs, for the most part, don't get big enough or plenty enough to be too much of a problem here. 'Cause he's cold. But up in Labrador, though, it's fucking maggoty with the mosquitoes. Because of all the fucking evergreen trees and the standing water. It's rough. And black flies, too. Icky, icky. Whoa. A single moth? Oh no. we get so many moths here. It's like you just gotta accept that they're gonna be in your house. It's like little teeny tiny guys, not like a moth that's like that big, but like guys that are like that big. We call them millers.
He was literally fighting a moth in his litter box. Did he win? We have to assume as such. AKA I went over with the little scoop and I smacked the shit out of it. We can let him think he won. He ain't hurting nobody. I need to grab that section and pull it down a bit. Is the shoulder pad? It makes no fucking sense. Final Fantasy. You making me mad. Hello, Bibs. Like, they're so nonsensically detailed. I'm sitting here like, how do I draw this and render this in a way that it doesn't just look like AI slop? Because they don't make sense, they're just shapes slapped on. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Have you calmed down? Wanna come up? No? Well, it depends which sacred outfit you're talking about, because they're all a different kind of mess. Big stretch. Okay, what do we got? looking at me. Hang on. This is my computer right here. I have some boxes here, and this is what I see. Yeah? That's him meowing with his tiny little mouth. Waters? Yeah, he has a last name. It's weird. He's a weird, modern-sounding human last name. I have a friend who wait, what? How often would you say you sneeze per day? Maybe a little bit more than... It depends on the season, and it depends on what I'm doing that day. Because of Al's hair, it gets dusty and puffy in here, and because I was just, like, you know, dealing with him around his litter box, it was dusty. But for me, I guess then, like, a tiny bit more than average. Al, what are you doing? Why are you scraping? Oh, he's up to something. He's at that fucking mattress again, isn't he? Sir, am I gonna have to call my stream because you are so lonely? Gang, I think Mr. President wants me to go to bed. Hour and a half stream. I guess I'm gonna have to call it there. Well, I'll send you off to the wilds. No raid. Short stream. It's okay. Thanks for the follows and the subscribably bibblies and the hanging out. Have yourselves a good night / morning. If you need to go to bed, go the fuck to bed. That's what I'm doing. I know, Al. That's what we're doing. All right. See you later.